Good to go.
Good to go. Welcome to episode 9, bro. Episode 9 of the I'd Hit That podcast.
Yeah, one more. You got to buy me a piece of jewelry.
I don't remember that deal, but
Yeah,
um,
you were pretty drunk. But go ahead.
uh, what else happened? um, that's Mikey, Ahmed, and today is a special day because we have our very first guest, and I'm glad this dude's here because he's just like us, Mikey. This is Hector from Washington Heights. How should we say this, Hector? He gives us his blunt thoughts all
Works for
throughout the
me.
day, right? And I love him. Funny as shit, and very much the same shit that we think and we feel. Um, Welcome, Hector.
Welcome.
Thank you, man. It's good to be here. Been kind of interacting behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You respond to my stuff. We've spoken in spaces and stuff,
Hmm.
and this has been a little long time coming. And I didn't know I
Yeah.
was your first guest. I guess I should know that since I've watched every
You
episode of
watched
the
it.
podcast. Yeah. So I
You're,
probably
oh, so
should
you're the
know
one.
that.
You're the one.
Yeah, I guess right. I'm that one viewer, I guess.
It's
So I
him.
should know that. But it's an honor, man. I'm happy to be here and happy to have some fun. Looking
Yo,
forward to
man.
that.
Thank you for making time for us, man.
No
Yeah,
Thank you
problem.
for
much
making
appreciated.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We'll reciprocate. I watch the show. I love it. I mean, it's as real as you can get. It's just like somebody putting a hidden mic somewhere and a bunch of guys talking about sports, and it's really enjoyable. So, yeah.
Well,
No,
we
no,
don't
I
we don't
appreciate
hide
that.
we
It's
don't
like I
hide our
tell
mics.
everybody. Yeah, no, it's like I tell everybody though. Like you said, it's real, it's authentic,
Hmm.
and it's organic, whatever you want to call it. Because guys, all I do is press play. I
Hmm.
don't plan. I don't, what I'm saying, write stuff out. I don't do 1, 2, 3 takes like to make sure this is perfect.
Hmm.
I don't care what the lighting looks like. All I care is I'm thinking this and I want to say it. I'm gonna say it. Damn it, play. And however it comes out, it comes out, and it seems to be working. Like you said, a lot of times, and not all, a lot of fans share the opinion, so that helps. And I'm a fan, even though I guess I've crossed over into the official content creator now that I created a YouTube channel and all
Hmm.
that. But I'm just a fan, and I'm
Congrats.
speaking from a fan's perspective all the time.
Yep. That's our perspective, right, Mikey?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's if you're not hearing it from the fans. I mean, how much realer can you get? So, everybody else has an agenda. We just want to watch a good baseball team. That's it.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we're passionate. I mean, we're New Yorkers, and it is what it is. And yeah, I mean, that's it. Real recognizes real. It's good.
Yes,
Appreciate you guys, man.
absolutely. And I also love the fact that a lot of times you can't remember stuff because me and Mikey forget stuff all the time, and
Oh,
you
for sure.
can't. And last week we couldn't remember that Texas won the the World
World
Oh my
Series.
gosh,
Series.
I was watching that,
Yeah.
but you know what? I'm right there with you guys. Like, no, it was Texas. Yeah, it was
It
Texas
wa-
and the D backs. Like, what are we doing here, guys?
Yeah.
But I know exactly what you mean because then I try to think past that, and I was like, oof, I don't even
Yeah.
remember who won 2 years ago.
Yeah. And
I
we're
lost
not
you
gonna.
guys.
Yeah, we're not going to try to hide. We're not going to try to hide it.
How?
It's a blooper that you just keep on there. We're human. Who cares? Whatever. It is
No,
what
I
it is.
just I feel that if you want stats and stuff, you could look that up on your phone in 2 seconds. You don't need me to tell you that.
Hmm.
Hmm.
We're gonna give you our opinion, whether you
Hmm.
like it or not is up to you. Whether you agree with it, I most of the time I'm probably wrong. If you ask my wife, she'd be like, "Nah, man, you wrong." No matter what, you know. So if anybody else thinks I'm wrong, oh well.
No, and
So
I feel the same way. I'm not a statistician. I'm not a historian. I don't do trivia. No, I'm about reacting to the moment, sharing my opinion, right, wrong, or indifferent. I do have strong opinions, so sometimes whether I'm wrong or right, I'm gonna stay on it until I realize
mhm,
if I'm wrong, I'll back off and I say, listen, I was wrong.
mhm.
I'm not out here to be right. That's not what I'm out here for either. But if I don't like what I'm seeing, if I don't like a certain player's play, whatever, I'm gonna speak on it. Doesn't mean that I'm not
And
rooting
you
for the player,
should.
that I hate
Mhm,
the player or anything like that.
mhm.
So I'm totally with you. What I appreciate about you guys though is I don't know. You guys say I'm funny. I don't know how that happens. I'm just being me and whatever. It is what it is. But you guys actually add a comedic approach to the whole thing that I really appreciate, because sometimes I get too intense, too serious, too, you know what I mean? And so sometimes you need to take a little step back and look at a little lighthearted approach to things. And I appreciate that about you guys.
We
Thank you,
appreciate it.
man. Thank you.
Thank you.
But so the first half of the Mets season's over,
Officially.
and of course, Quintana gave us a dud to go on vacation. But
Who
I
cares,
mean,
bro?
what do you guys think?
5-1 homestand to end the break. You're currently sitting in a kind of semi comfortably in a wild card spot. I mean, how can you be upset about that? This team was dead in the water
Yeah.
second week of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Now
You're
look,
not wrong.
the dog days of summer, not for us, not yet. I'm riding this shit out, bro. I don't care. I don't care.
No, for sure, man. And for me, I feel good about it. Like Mikey said, and I'll say this, guys, and you guys should know because I say it all the time. I hate when people tell me, "Oh, if I would have told you beforehand, would you sign up?"
Would
I
you have
always said, "No,
signed?
no, I don't sign up for Jack. I need the fine print, right?" And to me, the fine print in sports and stuff is
Mm-hmm.
how did we get to that 5-1? And the way we got to that 5-1, I'm content with that. It was good. We're playing good baseball. Like you said, Quintana gave us a little bit of a dud. He's been up and down. Recently, he had been very good. You want to tell me, oh, but he was playing the
Mm-hmm.
Nationals twice and whatever. Because if he gets his butt kicked by them, then it's like, oh, well, he got his butt kicked by the Nationals. Just give me a good game, whoever the hell he
Right.
play against. That's
Right.
what I care for, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But overall, I feel good about the way we're playing, the way they finished playing. Um, Things that happened throughout that I'm sure we'll get to that happened throughout that led to this point. But let's be honest, April and May, most of May, we hated this team. I
Yeah.
couldn't stand this team. That's what most of my content was. Like, this team makes
Mm-hmm.
me sick. I hate these. I hate this team. But I love the Mets. I just hate the way this team is playing right now. And la da 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 da. But
Mhm.
now I couldn't love it anymore. And it's because this, right? This is why we get frustrated, guys. Because maybe we believe foolishly more than, and I don't want to say, I don't like saying that, but we believe maybe too much, maybe more than we should, right? And we give them more credit, maybe than more than we should. But I believe we have a good team. I don't care what they did in the offseason. I mean, I shouldn't say I don't care, but I understood it and I understand
Mm-hmm.
their approach and I get it and I accepted it, even if I didn't really like the way it was done. But I still believe that this was a good enough team to do what they're doing now. So I'm happy.
Yeah, I mean, you really can't say you
Yeah.
really can't
I.
you can't complain. You can't. I don't care if you're the most critical Met
No.
fan. Like Anthony was saying, you started off with Quintana, with a dud. All right, I get it, but that dud came, at the end of a 5-0 homestand. So, like I said, I'm good with it. You're going to lose some games. You're not going to win them all. So we were worse off last season, and half of our pitching rotation is going to be in the Hall of Fame. Doesn't make any
Yeah,
rhyme or reason to it. So,
that's a great
you
point.
know, yeah,
That's a
we
great
look at it
point,
that way.
man.
So,
Yeah. They need to fix this bullpen thing though, and I don't know. There's a lot of teams looking for that too.
yeah,
And
23rd ranked bullpen. It's
uh,
atrocious.
your boy Hector, your boy Nunez is he's dealing, man.
No, listen,
Nunez
man.
is dealing.
Nunez, Buto has been big.
Buto
But to
has been
me,
huge.
humongous. And I know obviously everybody thinks about trades and maybe somebody could come up from the minors. You hear now maybe, oh, will the Mets bring up Brandon Sproat from the minors and put him in a bullpen? Can we maybe transition Tyler McGill into a bullpen role? Whatever the case may be, I'll tell you this, guys. In my opinion, the most important thing to fixing this bullpen is right in the clubhouse. It's Edwin Diaz, right? If Edwin Diaz holds up his end of the
That's a good
bargain
point.
and is a consistent, he's supposed to be the stabilizer for the bullpen. He's the
Hmm.
guy that everybody counts on. We heard it from Ottavino last year, where he was talking about, yeah, without Edwin here, that safety net, whatever the case may be. But Edwin Diaz
Hmm.
being there and doing his job pushes everybody else into a better role for them. See, because we can look at pick a guy because they've all struggled right in the bullpen, but they've all have had their time.
Yeah.
So Adrian Hauser, right? Most people can't stand Adrian Hauser. I was just looking at X a little while ago before I
Me.
came on. Yeah, I was looking at X a little while ago, right before I came on, and there was somebody did a poll, and they asked who's been the least valuable player in the first half of the season, right? And I think the options were Hauser, McNeil, maybe Peter Alonso, I forget who else, and Edwin Diaz, I
Uh,
think. Um, and my choice was Edwin Diaz, right? And I explained why, like I'm
mhm,
saying here, you know. And I saw that somebody responded, no, Adrian Hauser. And I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, Adrian Hauser as a starter, no good.
mhm,
They shouldn't have done that. Adrian Hauser as a long man, keep the game within reach either way. You know, he's been great. Well, I shouldn't say great, but he's been pretty damn good. He'll come in the fourth, fifth inning and give you 3, 4 innings of one run shutout ball. And you were losing 3-1, and now you won that game 5-3. Thanks
mhm.
to Adrian Hauser. And we've seen Reed Garrett do that. We've seen, now Buto's
Yeah.
taking that role a little bit.
Mhm.
But when you put these guys in the eighth and ninth inning, not so good. So that's
Yep.
why I think you
I
bring
agree.
Diaz back. Now Nunez, who's emerged as that setup guy. Because I think you need a certain temperament to be a setup man, to be a closer. So when you ask a guy like Garrett, who's doing well in the role that he was in, but now come in and close games for me, he might get it done every now and then, but can he consistently do it? I'm not sure that he has that. The same thing with Hauser. We've asked him to step in there. Aravino's just washed up, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So forget him. And so on and
What?
so forth. But yes, can we bring other guys in? Absolutely. I mean, you could, like I said, I'll be honest, guys. I love the Mets. I watch the Mets. I try not to miss an inning. Right? And sometimes I do. I have
Mhm.
softball, this, that, whatever. Life. Um, but I don't have time to watch the rest of the league. So if you're gonna ask me about specific names to bring in,
I I'm the same way.
I really couldn't give you anybody. Now I can tell you the names that I hear everybody talking about: the Mason Millers, Coach Shirley's, and this and this and that. And
Mhm.
some of them are pipe dreams. Some of them may be attainable or not. And then it gets into the argument of, well, I don't want to trade any prospects. Because that's another thing. Everybody wants to fix the team, but doesn't want to give up anything, or wants to give up what they feel is the worst player that we have. Let's be realistic. But
Yeah, but let me ask you.
Yeah.
So at at
Trades
this
are
point,
tough, especially when
right? I think we're on a delay. Me and you.
me and
you
you,
and maybe.
or you and
Yeah, because
Hector.
no, I don't know. I started to talk, and I didn't know who was going to come in first, so I didn't know if you heard me or not. But I'm sorry. You can go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say that these trades are hard to make with all the other teams that need the same stuff. So you're battling other teams for one, maybe two pieces,
It seems
and
out here in the field that we have a bit of a delay. Uh, Anthony, are you with us? Anthony.
let's review. Let's review this. We
Okay.
got we got
I
Alan
actually think
Porter.
Mikey and I are good. I think Mikey and I are good. I think the delay
Yo,
might be with Ant.
oh yeah, because I'm in Puerto Rico, right? Oh, that's wrong, man. That's
Listen, I ain't
terrible.
saying
Our live Puerto Rican correspondent Anthony Landy appears to be on a 1 minute delay. Yeah,
Uh, it's funny. Real quick again.
the
Out
Claro
here,
network seems to be down.
out here. Whenever you need work done, you always run into what we call the PRD, and the PRD is the Puerto Rican delay, where they tell you, "Hey, yeah, I'll be there Monday," and then Monday comes, and it's like 2 Mondays from then. We call it the
wow.
PRD, the Puerto Rican delay. So I might be on that right now. But
All right.
yeah, so I think I
Um,
think I think a trade is going to be tough.
so what do you do at this point though? Right. So I mean, who really expected us to be in a literal playoff spot come the middle of the year? Right. This team just ended up playing really good baseball, hitting the ball. The pitching stayed, as close to the or as best together as it possibly could. But it's like, what do? You don't give up the farm? I mean, especially at this point, you do not give up any prospects for what for short term. This was supposed to be a bridge year, so it's kind of crazy. Like now, do you keep Alonso? Do you swing for? I mean, Steve Cohen's the kind of guy. Do you swing for the fences and like God forbid I say it, go try and make like a definitive effort for Luis Robert or Jazz Chisholm. I mean, or do you just sit tight, try to wrestle like another guy for the pen, like Hector was saying, like who's the closer in Miami? Tanner Scott. You bring him in to go.
Scott, yeah.
I mean, what do you do, or do you just kind of just ride out the wave? They're in a tough fucking situation.
Should I go?
You go.
I think you try to do a little bit of both, right? I understand this was supposed to be a repurposing, I don't think it's a rebuild, right? A retooling, an
Retool,
evaluation.
yeah.
It was a bridge year, bro.
Yeah, bridge year. That's the better word for the bridge year. And
Right.
also, and I always felt like it was an evaluation year for David Stearns to see from within what he was dealing with, right? Obviously,
Yep.
as a president of a team or GM, whatever the hell he was over there in Milwaukee, he knows the league and he knows what the Mets players are. He may have his numbers or whatever. But I think as much as the game has gone, sorry guys, as much as the game has gone to analytics, I still think there's a
Mhm.
human element to it and stuff like that. And I still think he needed to come from within and see what was wrong in the organization, right? Is it really this mix of players that's no good? Is it really individual players that I need to move? Is it the guys that are preparing these players, whether it be coaching staff, development, minor leagues, whatever the hell it is, right? This is part of what he's doing also. So I understand that, like I said earlier, I understood the approach to the offseason, even if I didn't like it so much. But to answer your question, Mikey,
Mhm.
I thought they could be at this position. Or I hoped that they could be at this position. Because like I said, I keep saying it. As long as you have Francisco Lindor, Pete Alonso, Jeff McNeil,
The nucleus.
Brandon Nimmo,
Yeah.
Edwin Diaz, you know what I'm saying? You have good enough players to win. And let's
Yeah.
be honest, guys. If we look at David Stern's offseason, it wasn't terrible. We were able to win games in April and May because of Tyrone Taylor, Harrison Bader, and those guys actually stepping up and getting the job done, as opposed to the returning core that we had, that we as fans have been questioning for years, right? So that's where some of I think the trepidation comes of. So what do we do now? Because we really didn't believe in this team. This was a bridge
Right.
year. We don't really think Peter Alonso was worth a 10-year, $300 million plus investment or whatever the case may be, right? So obviously, we don't really believe in a Jeff McNeil so much anymore. We came into the season where people thought Brandon Nimmo was overpaid and he's not, and now we see that Brandon Nimmo is
Mhm.
arguably the MVP, if not the co-MVP of this team, right? Um,
Right.
so I think you can never waste a year, in my opinion. So yeah, the plan may not have been to even make the playoffs, which I don't think that was the plan because they always say competitive, although that can be interpreted any way, right?
Hmm.
But I don't think if you're here, you say, you know what, nah, we're not gonna do anything because we didn't come in here to do anything anyway this season, unless David Stearns has seen and he says, you know what, yeah, these guys are playing good now, but I don't believe in these guys. And even if we get into the playoffs right now, what do we win? Maybe one round. But I don't think this core or these guys right here are going to take me to where I need to be in the next 2 or 3 years. So I'm going to start selling. I don't think they're going to do that. I really don't. So I think it's going to be a hybrid thing. Like you said, you don't want to mortgage prospects or anything like that. But I also
Mhm.
say this, Mike and I, before I shut the hell up, I talk too much. A good president, a good
Yeah.
GM
Keep going, bro.
knows who to sell and who to buy. You know what I'm saying? They know not as a team when to buy or sell, right? That's the first decision they need to make. Are we going to be
Right.
buyers, sellers? Are we going to do hybrid? Whatever the hell we're going to do. And then also, yo, is it right? Is now the best time to sell Brett Beatty? David
I
Stearns needs to know that. You understand what I'm
Yes.
saying? Is it now the
Yes.
time to sell maybe even
Yeah.
somebody else in the minors that we may be
Hmm.
high on as fans or whatever? But he says, you know what? I just don't see it here. So I'm gonna sell this guy on hype. We've seen other teams do this all the time. We've seen the Yankees fucking excuse my French, but they've been doing that for the history. You know what I'm saying? They hype these prospects, they trade them, and
Hmm.
then you never hear from them again. And the Yankees got a load. oh, they got some great player that you would never think anybody would get,
Right.
So that's what I
Right.
want to be able to
Yeah.
do. I want to be able to fleece teams. I want to be able to go and find diamonds in the rough. And I think
Hmm.
we have the guy in place to do that. And a good GM or president is able to do that. So that's what I'm looking for at the trade deadline. Like I'm gonna trust. I hate saying trust in Stearns or trust the process, but he hasn't given me any reason not to trust him yet, right? I think he did well at. If you accept what they went out to do, they set out to do, I think he did well in the preseason, right? Some people will say, "Oh no, it was horrible because we didn't get any high names, we didn't win any headlines," and
Yeah.
he hasn't screwed up a deadline yet. That was Billy Epler last year, and the year
Yep.
before that. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna hold that against David Stearns. I gotta see what he does. I think some people, I understand. There's some things that I can't let go of either as a fan that give me trauma and whatever. So
Hmm.
I get it, but until he screws up, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I think they're gonna trade Alonzo, no matter
You
what.
really think so?
I do,
I don't
man.
know.
I just think they're
Bro,
gonna.
he's lost, bro. He's lost. Did you see
He
him
is
last night?
lost.
Come on.
Bro,
He
he
is
looked
lost.
worse than the national anthem. He was done, bro. I'm just what?
Now
Somebody else
that's
say it.
bad.
Yo,
I
But
mean,
yo,
that was horrendous, bro. That
yo.
national so
that was
and
that
you
was
know what?
bad.
I don't think you're not wrong.
Yeah,
That's yo.
yeah. I
That
think Pete
chick.
was hitting the bottle with her.
Maybe. Or maybe he needs to hit the bottle with her. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yo, that chick. That chick
seriously.
says
But
she's going to rehab. She says she's going
Oh
to
my
rehab now. It's
guys,
like
this
what?
yeah,
is a
I
little
saw
bit
that.
of a side note, right? But how the hell do they even let her get on stage
I,
at that? Whatever.
yeah.
There
She's
was
at.
parts I'm like, all right, maybe she's recovering. Nope, nope.
But if she was as
She was
drunk
yeah,
as she
she was
claims to
bad.
be, if she was as drunk as she claims to be, how did no one notice that? My
Yeah,
first
that's
thing at
true.
first was
Yeah,
like, do they not listen?
exactly.
If I was in charge of hiring somebody to do the anthem at any event that's like at that level, I need you
Yeah,
to do this for me, at least on video. Nobody's talking to you. What the hell? At least send me a video of you performing the anthem or something. I don't give a damn. Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened there, guys. I don't know
yeah,
if
It's all right.
I don't care if you won 5 Grammys. I don't care how many number one. I don't care about none of that. I need to know how you
yeah,
can sing this national anthem because I've seen too many people embarrass themselves. So if I'm in charge of hiring
Yeah.
somebody, I need an audition. I'm sorry. And if
yeah,
you can't do that for me, I move on to the next person.
yeah. But bro, the thing is, she's
Yeah.
good. She's an acclaimed country star. She comes in here all cracked. She was beat up from the feet up. She was done,
Yeah.
Yeah,
done.
man. She was
Like
snorting them Grammys, maybe.
yeah, yeah. She took Grammys and Grams.
She-
But I mean,
they said,
Man.
"Hey, bring your 5 Grammys," and she was like, "Sure." No, we
I
meant
got
the
three left.
trophy, man. The trophy, not.
Yeah, but
She got all
Pete,
mixed up and shit.
yeah,
Oh man.
he looked.
Listen, hopefully she recovers, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but Pete,
hopefully.
Pete looked lost last night. He just did. I mean, come on, bro.
Oh, that was. Ah,
Who
I,
saw that coming? Who saw that coming?
yeah, but did you see the stupid home run derby? Because
That's what I'm talking about.
I only watched maybe what two of his swings at the end, and
Yeah,
I was like, he only has 12. Okay, and I clicked off. I was like, nah, I'm gonna
No,
sit
listen,
here.
he's looked bad all year. I actually watched the Derby up until I knew he was out, and I was like, okay, this is a
Hmm.
waste of time. I'm going to sleep.
yeah,
I had been up early, and I wanted to get up early, so I just turned it off and went to bed. Um, I'll say this. Nah, you know what? There's no excuse, man. Pete is just lost. Mikey said it. He's just lost. He's been lost all year. I don't know if it's the pressure of the contract. I think Pete is
Maybe.
somebody that tries too hard, right? He wants to be a hero so bad. We know it from the beginning, from when he came up in the league.
it's
We
in his
saw it through
personality.
COVID. Yeah, we saw it through COVID, and we see that he donates his winnings from the home run derby. You know, I forget the foundations that he deals with and stuff, but we see
Mhm.
that from him. So I think he so bad wants to do it for us, and he gets into these situations where he wants to come through and hit that home run and hit the
Hmm.
hit, and I don't. He obviously can't handle it. and now you add this contract year, all of the talk that's going on, and he's obviously hasn't been able to handle it. As far as the home run derby, listen, Pete, I know you love the dude,
Yeah,
great,
give it
whatever.
up.
Why the hell did he no? But why did he have this guy push to him, Dave Joust? Listen, the guy
He
was
got
throwing like 20 miles an hour. Pete had to put all the work into hit a home run, and he was throwing like a 12-6 curveball or whatever. And it was like, what are we doing, Pete? I don't know why he never brought his cousin back who helped him the first year, whoever the hell that was the first year. And he was bad, but
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
whatever.
you're
No
right. But
excuse.
I think the two that he lost, he was pitching.
Did he lose with Joust both? Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I think
What?
last
I
year.
don't understand what his affinity with him is
He
then.
Yeah,
he wheeled him out of a senior care center.
Yeah, I don't even think that
He
dude is
broke him
doing
out.
anything right now. I don't think he's doing anything right now. Like, what are
He
we
was
doing, man?
he was playing Parcheesi or something.
Oh my
And,
gosh, he should have
and
left him
Pete,
there.
yeah, Pete broke him out.
here comes my specialty pitch. I call this the prune juice.
Hey, but listen, if we're gonna continue this magical run and we're gonna make this a magical year, listen, we need Pete to turn it around, or we could use
Yeah.
Pete turning it around. I know
Yep.
you want to get rid of him, man. I'm still.
No, I don't. I don't want to get rid of him.
Oh, well, you're
No.
saying that they will. That they will. I'm
I
sorry.
I feel
They're
that
gonna
they look.
keep
I
him.
think he's gonna have. I think he's gonna have 40 home runs and 100 RBIs anyway.
He's gonna stay.
But I
I saw
hope he
some
does.
projections that he's projected to actually be under that, like maybe 80 something
Yeah, he's
RBIs,
he's
30
gonna
something
he's
homers.
gonna go on a tear. He's gonna go on a
I,
tear.
I've been saying
It
that
may
for
be
like
for
a
another
month.
team. It might be for another team, but he's
Nah,
gonna go on a tear.
Fucking guy, man.
they ain't gonna. I say that they don't trade him. They're not gonna trade him.
I don't
Yeah.
think they will either. And I think Stearns haven't dealt with trading what's his name, Josh Hader, and that didn't go well with the
Yeah,
fan
yeah.
base and even
It
in the
did not.
clubhouse and all that. So I think even if he wants to, unless he's pushed by Stearns, like, you know what, let's just get me something for this dude. And
Hmm.
I don't think Stearns will go there either. I think Stearns, and they both claim to be fans, and that's dangerous too, right? Because you don't want your president and your ownership to act as fans per se. You want them to be
Hmm.
in touch with the fans. And sometimes maybe you listen to us or make us feel like you listen to us just because it's the right thing to do and you're going to do it anyways.
Coleman's a fan
And
first.
we think you did what we wanted you to do, but
Mm-hmm.
that's a little dangerous. But I think in this case, they will let the fandom affect them a little bit. And I don't think it's a bad thing.
Nah, I gotta agree with you there, bro. I mean, listen, if you're really gonna trade your the most generational player you've had since David Wright, which wasn't that long ago, right? You better have a big plan in place to replace him and to move forward and make this team better by next year. Because if you don't, you're gonna have a mutiny on your hands. You just traded away your best player, and now you're not doing anything about it. So I mean, then you don't have a first baseman. There's no one
Oh yeah.
platoon first base. I mean, if I'm the Mets, I'm going out. I'm getting a couple guys for the bullpen. And hear me out. I'm not going to get any huge names. I'm going to get a couple guys for the bullpen, and maybe get like a higher end guy in like the corner outfield position. And they're good. They're good. They're good. I mean, Senga's coming back hopefully,
Would he,
so that's gonna help shore up our. I mean, we desperately need him, but it's like you know. Um, was it Marte? Just came back and then he gets hurt again with the knee. It's like these things are going to happen. But grab a couple guys for the outfield, shore up the bullpen, and and hopefully Pete knows he's going to stay. He can clear his head, and the guy's going to go on a tear. And there's not. I mean, what are you going to do about the Mets? What are you going to do?
uh,
I agree.
I don't know.
You know,
I I don't. I hope they
that's
make
my
a move.
opinion anyway.
And what are they gonna do? Get Mark Canna back? Because that's the kind of move that they'll make.
Nah,
Oh
that's the
God,
kind of
Yeah,
move
stop.
you
you'll
would
I'm
see.
make.
saying, no, stop.
Yeah.
That's post-traumatic syndrome. I don't know if we can use that here, but that's what that
Definitely.
is.
Pete,
Let's
you
give
got
this man the
PTSD,
benefit of
bro.
the doubt. Like I said, he hasn't screwed up a trade deadline yet. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. But I'm totally with Mikey. That should be the approach. Let's bolster this bullpen. A big name, maybe whatever. Let me ask you guys this: what do you think about David Robertson? Would you be interested in bringing him back? 'Cause I know some people throw
I
that
would.
around.
I
Yeah,
would.
really?
Taking
I
Robertson
would.
over Ottavino right now.
Oh,
Well, you know
absolutely.
what? You win. Yeah, I take him back too. If that's the options, absolutely.
Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
take
Yeah.
him.
I'm
But
taking
no,
I'm taking a
I'm
young
totally
Chuck
with Mikey. I
Wendell
think
over
that's
him.
the approach, and I think that's the
Yep,
approach they're
I
gonna
agree.
take. Yeah, and you know what? Because I don't trust what I'm gonna get out of Marte. I just don't. And even if he comes back, we saw when he came back at the end of 2022, he wasn't as effective, right? So part of me is
Not
like,
at
you know
all.
what? Marte's hurt right now, no big deal. Maybe he
Yeah,
could come back in September, get some games in, and be ready for a playoff run. And a good Marte is great. Like we could use that. Like a healthy, good Marte is good for the Mets.
Hmm.
yeah.
But the other part of me also remembers, damn, well, he came back in 22, not so much,
Yep,
but it was
he
different,
was
right? Or
not
maybe it was
great.
different, whatever. I don't know. So yeah, I would say give me a couple of bullpen arms, big names or not. Just give me effective bullpen arms. Like I will
Hmm.
keep saying it. You're gonna hear it again at 8 o'clock. Edwin Diaz, get your shit together,
Hmm.
and yeah, go give me a upgrade
Uh,
maybe over Tyrone Taylor.
Why not us,
See what
bro?
I'm saying?
I agree. Why not us?
Why not us?
Um,
You know?
here's one problem I have. Um, I'm not a big fan of the 6 man rotation. I can't
Mm.
stand when they make it seem like, well, that's it. That's baseball. No, it's not baseball. That's baseball in Japan, pitching every 6 day, whatever the hell it is. I
Yeah,
want my best
those,
pitchers
those guys don't get hurt.
pitching as much as possible. And that's why these dudes are getting hurt because they're all coddled. All of them. They get to the fifth inning. Oh my God, he's got 75 pitches. Hey, Hef, get out there and say something to him while we warm somebody up. They don't
Well,
let
not
these
even that.
kids.
Sometimes third time,
Mhm.
third time through the order.
Third
You
time.
can't go.
That's another
You
one.
can't get to the
And
third time through the
yeah, yeah,
order.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's all analytics nonsense.
Yeah,
Um, and I'm tired of it. And it's like a foregone conclusion. Gary Cohen said it the other day. He said, Senga will come back and I'll slide right into a 6 man rotation. And he said it like it was okay. It's not okay. Why do
Worst it
you
comes to
want
worst,
these
it works.
scrubby dudes pitching? Like, why do you want me? Look, McGill should be in the bullpen. Heck, I think me and you had we had this conversation
I think so.
texting. Why McGill? I'm tired of McGill.
oh, you guys text. That's cool.
Yeah. What?
Yeah,
What? But I
no,
texted you, Mikey.
nah, it's
That's
whatever,
not.
bro. Yeah, go ahead. Tyler
See
McGill,
Hector.
guys.
Hector, man. Now you got to give him your number, man. Now he's all jealous,
We're
man.
thread together. What are we talking about here?
On the group
We're
chat.
on the
No,
thread. That's right.
come
You
on.
got it.
So go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
Oh,
but
Mikey wants one on one. I got you.
yeah. He wants it to himself, man. He's
Shit
tired
got
of
weird.
me.
Anyways, listen,
Too much.
um.
the shit got weird. But
Yeah.
Tyler McGill.
Yeah.
I
He's
don't
That's
he's
even.
got
what
to go
Tyler
to the
McGill does.
bullpen. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's got to go.
and
He's got to go to the bullpen, man.
yeah, and the best part is you put him in the bullpen. Your bullpen just got slightly better.
I agree.
Yeah.
100%
But the
agree.
only
I'm
thing
not
is,
saying he
though,
shouldn't be
guys,
on the team.
Keep him out
the
of my
only thing is you're
rotation. Put
putting
him
it
in the
like a guy
pen.
like McGill in the bullpen, right? And you were talking about Gary Cohen and stuff, and I heard you heard him
Hmm.
say it. What I've talked about is they sent him to the minors, and he's still starting every fifth day.
Every
So if you
fifth
come
day.
and you
Yep.
put him in a
Hmm.
bullpen, he falls again into that long man role. And how many
Yep.
long men are you gonna have? You can't
Right.
have that many long
Yeah.
men in the bullpen. So
Budo, Hauser, and McGill. You're gonna have
yeah,
a
and
starting
Reed
staff
Garrett,
in your bullpen.
like yeah. So that's it. You got to start shorting him, I believe, and I could be wrong, but they should start getting him used to pitching every 2-3 days, back-to-back days,
I agree.
shorter stints
100%
in the
agree.
minors. You can't just go from starting every 5 days to pitching every other day. You can't just do it, and we've
Hmm.
seen it. Look how long it took for
Hmm.
them to actually pitch Budo then with a day in between. You know what I'm saying? It was
Right.
3-4 days they were giving him rest before they threw him out there. Now they
Hmm.
just recently pitched him with a day in between. Even Nunez, because they were giving him, because Nunez came up and they were doing the same thing with him, 2 or 3 innings, at a time, and now
And then
substituting him.
right. Yeah. Yep.
So
Uh,
that's where I'm like, oh, are you gonna bring McGill up here? But in what capacity? You're
mhm.
not transitioning him to that reliever role, and transitioning his arm more than anything to be able to handle that kind of different workload. So I don't know. It's gonna be funny. But as far as the 6 man thing, I mean, listen, they used it earlier this year, even without Senga, because of the schedule too.
Yeah.
When they come back now, they play again for like 14 straight days. And I get it. I think it's more if you had good enough pitchers, like who are you really hungry to see on the fifth day on this rotation? Really, maybe my guy Manaya. Let me stop. My guy Manaya, who I met yesterday. I want to see him.
Severino.
Okay,
Severino's been
seven. You're right.
okay.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Seven.
Um,
which Severino are you going to get? He's slowly turning. He's going into that. We're going to get the good Sevy or the bad Sevy. You're going to get the 7 inning Sevy. You're going to get the 4 inning Sevy. Like
well,
I
the
love the
fourth inning
dude.
seems to be his
He's got a rubber
doomsday.
arm, but it's like, and even when he gets to the seventh inning, he's at an economical 177 pitches. It's like, oh, give the guy a break. It's crazy.
Yeah, listen, they just got a break. Hopefully, this break helps these guys out to come
Yeah,
back
I
a little
yeah,
refreshed. But I also
I
wonder
agree.
with I don't know. I mean, listen, if they could do what they would do, but I wonder, is there any way that you can keep Senga on that Japan schedule and just give him a day? You pitch every 5 days, and everybody else stays on a every
Uh,
fourth day
uh,
schedule. But I don't know if that's feasible. I don't know if you can do
and,
that.
and why we paying the guy $75 million? We got to coddle him like that. You're
No, I hear
seventy five
you.
million dollars,
I no
bitch,
listen.
bro.
I hear you, but at this point, it's about getting the most out of these guys, right? That's all I care
Hmm.
about right now. I understand you. Trust me. I
Hmm.
hate analytics. I hate the fact that these guys can't go. I'm old school. I'm old school. I'm
man.
with you, but I
Yeah,
also want to win. So if that's gonna
Yeah,
help me
I
get
agree.
the most out of him, especially now though, and because he's coming back from injury too, So I understand wanting
Oh,
to.
they're gonna believe me. Hauser's gonna be piggybacking him. Budo's gonna be piggybacking him. Every time he pitches,
they're
it's
going to be
gonna be.
piggybacking everybody. I mean, and the
Yeah,
only
you're
thing
not
I don't
wrong. You're not wrong.
no, and the only thing that I
You're
don't
not
like
wrong.
about a 6 man rotation, the only thing I don't like is if come playoffs time, right? How's that going to affect these guys? Because now you're going pitching every six
Hmm.
days for your start. Now every three, you're cutting
That
half.
is that is true,
So it's like,
true, true.
what do you do now?
Yes,
You're doing,
sirree.
so it's tough.
Hmm.
But
No, you're
listen,
right.
that's why these.
Usually, if you're lucky, you're able to, as you're approaching the playoffs, maybe to start shortening that and start. If you're lucky, but if you just fight, I mean, I don't know. But that's a great point, dude. That's a great point.
Yeah,
Very good point. Yep.
yeah. I guess
So
we'll see.
yep, we'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
come back against Florida, right?
Uh
What Saturday? Just Saturday.
Friday
Friday they
against
start.
Florida, and
Friday.
then the Yankees next week.
That's right.
So wait, hold on. Is that a
Yeah.
4 game series with Florida? Because I don't think there's any days off.
I thought we have another West Coast trip coming up too, right?
I believe so. Yeah, a little
I
small one.
Yeah, but they're bouncing back and
uh
forth.
did we go to San Diego yet?
No,
We
I
didn't,
think
right? So
that's where
that's
the trip is.
I think San
mhm.
Diego. San Diego came here.
Arizona. Arizona.
Arizona came here. No, we went to Arizona.
We did?
I think not too long ago.
No,
We played Arizona. Or did they come to us?
I think they came to City Field.
Did they?
Huh. I know
See,
this.
we
It is
can't
a
remember.
four game.
There we
Four
go.
game.
There we go.
Well, that's the good thing
We
about
can-
the good thing about the internet, right? So if you want, I can look that up. But I'm looking. There's a 4 game series with the Marlins, which that should be fun.
Yeah.
So we come back Friday. We play 4 with the Marlins. Wrap around one of those wrap around series, and then 2 with the Yankees.
Yep.
Then what do we got here? Then we get the Braves at home at least. So that should be fun.
Oh,
Let
That's
me
okay.
a,
tell you
that's gonna be a
something.
big series,
Hey,
guys.
That's
That's
a
gonna be a big
big
series.
series, man.
that series could determine second place and moving up in that wild card spot. So
Yeah.
they're only
Yeah.
three
Wow,
games
this
ahead.
is crazy.
Yeah.
So they get the Braves at home and Minnesota at home, and then they go out to Anaheim,
Yeah.
bounce to St. Louis, and then Colorado. Huh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
that's good. One of them's a makeup game or something, isn't it?
they're, they're stuck in a whirlwind for a while. They don't come any closer back across to like the mid.
Oh, that's what it is, Mikey. I mean, and the Cardinals game is the makeup game. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes the trip so weird. Because I'm
Yeah.
like, why the hell would you go to St. Louis to go back to Colorado
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
That's a funky
Seattle?
road
Like
trip.
that makes no sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be tough.
That's going to be a hard road trip too. You can't afford to
Yeah,
lose.
no days off either. That's your day
Yeah.
off. It's the
No.
Cardinals game.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's 7-man rotation. No days off. Yeah, 7-man rotation.
Cy Young Award winner at 2-0 this year.
Right.
With a 3.96 ERA.
Oh my God, that's nuts.
Only pitched one day game. Shit. We'll see.
Uh,
I'm just glad. Listen, in the end, the big guys get paid the big money to make the big decisions.
yep.
And I'm just, I'm like I said, I'm going to ride this wave out as long as I possibly can. That's it.
Yep. And we pay to watch the games.
We pay to watch the game.
That's what we do.
We'll see.
So I don't know, Mikey. What do you think? You think it's time?
Did we even pick somebody?
You did.
Who did I pick?
Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
Bro, I don't think we picked anybody.
I did. We did. You picked it. It was the Mets bullpen.
The Mets bullpen. I'll tell you what. I completely didn't even. I forgot about the 2-minute warning, bro. I know. That's on me. We were up here for so long. And now we just fucking crap. I mean, I know that's on me.
Yeah, it's on you. Of course it is. I'm not taking the blame for it. Neither is Hector. He's our guest.
Yeah, I know.
And I was gonna be a spectator during 2-minute warning. That's what you got shot. It's the 2-minute warning.
Well, Mikey, you're gonna have to make shit up because we can't. We can't.
He's gonna get his shit off, Mikey. He don't care.
Damn right.
All right, I'll tell you what. Yeah, all right, go ahead. Start it off. I got it on the fly.
I go first anyway because
Yeah, go.
You got it on the fly.
Yeah, go.
All right. All right, man. Now you rushing me and shit. The Mets bullpen is our target today, picked by Mikey. And my number one is the Mets bullpen was asked to pitch to all the contestants in the home run derby. No?
All the home runs. I like it.
Nothing?
Oh my God.
I got it. I like it. That's actually pretty good. That's actually
Don't force that shit. It was a bomb, man.
Did you know
all right, you go, Mikey.
The Mets bullpen will fuck up a lifesaver.
Like the candy? The candy? What
like the candy.
Oh, you better make up some better shit than that. All right. Number two. Met bullpen favorite stat is DFA.
Would that be their favorite or least favorite? But it's definitely the most common one in that book.
That's their favorite stat. Yeah, it's the most common one. Yeah, Mikey.
The ASPCA has more saves than the Mets bullpen.
Oh, well.
Oh, jeez. You would hope so.
Yeah.
Or they ain't doing their job.
The bullpen ain't doing their job.
All right.
Oh, man. Oh my gosh.
Hector, these are bombing Hector. I'm sorry. The Mets bullpen endorsed Trump for president.
Oh my gosh.
We're
bringing fucking politics into this.
No, it's not politics, man. It's a joke.
Like Joe Biden is easier to understand than the Mets bullpen scenario.
Oh,
like, come on,
man, Mikey.
You know the rule, bro.
All right.
No politics. Come on.
Right. All right. I didn't know that was a rule, but all right.
Number 4.
The Mets bullpen is used as a migrant shelter when the Mets are away.
They should fucking use it during games. Who gives a shit?
I couldn't come up with Met bullpen jokes, Mike. You picked a shit target. But go ahead.
Oh my gosh.
I heard God himself even came down and saw the bullpen. He said he couldn't do anything with it.
We don't know that yet. It's not the trading deadline, man.
Oh, it'll happen. Thank God this is our last. Hector, we destroyed this, bro. This isn't usually how it goes, so we apologize.
I know.
We owe you a 2-minute warning.
All right, this is my last one. The Mets bullpen is trying to figure out who Sean Reed Foley's imaginary friend is that he's always yelling at on the mound. That sucks so bad. It sucks so bad.
Oh, jeez.
But why? But he's always yelling on the mound at like to himself. Who the hell is he yelling at? He's always angry. Why is he always angry?
I don't
I
know.
don't, I don't know, bro.
I had to explain that joke. You know it ain't good.
Yeah, you know what, bro? I'm gonna shut it down 'cause I feel like this was so like anticlimactic. It's on me. I forgot to, so I apologize. This is
Come
like
on, man.
this is the
What's
part of
your
the show
last
that
one?
bro, I don't even have a last one. I'm too fucked up to even think about it.
Boy.
I got nothing, bro. I'm trying to piece something together. I got nothing. Hector's like, yeah,
You're
I can't wait to get
so
the fuck off this fucking
yes.
podcast.
You're so yeah. He can't wait to go talk to Anthony
Yeah,
McCarron because
I'm gonna go
he's a
fucking,
a, a,
I'm gonna go,
a guy, somebody with a brain.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
Oh
squeeze
my
fucking
gosh.
lemon in my eyeballs.
these two dum dums that I wasted his time with.
Absolutely not.
All right, man. Hector, thank you.
It's been a
Thank
pleasure,
you for
bro.
being on first. Yes, and we hope we could do this again. I hope you want to do it again. Hopefully, Mikey will be a little more prepared with his 2-minute warning thing. And I still think it was good, Mikey. I like the bombs.
I like yours too, bro.
All right, man. Hector, thank you. Seriously, thank you for coming on. And we'll talk anyway. We'll talk anyway. I'll try to get on your what is it? Twitter.
On the
You have to send me
space.
a
For the
link.
space. I can send you the link, but it'll be up there as soon as it starts. It'll be up on top and all that good stuff. If you open
Hector,
it.
send the link in the group chat.
I got you.
I
I will.
appreciate
All
it.
right, cool.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it was fun, man.
No,
Yeah,
no,
man.
tons
I
of fun.
appreciate it,
I
bro.
appreciate you guys for having me.
Yeah, I know you got to run, so listen, bro. Again, it was a pleasure, and enjoy the rest of your night. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, man. You guys do
All
the
right,
same.
Hector. Thank you, bro.
All right,
Let's go
Hablamos.
Mets, baby. Let's go Mets. No trading Pete.
Let's go, Mets.
OMG.
Peace.
Oh my God.
All right, boys.
All right, man.
All
Later,
right.
bro.
Peace.
All right. Peace.